Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WrestleHorror. Greetings, viewers and listeners. Meathook, Jim here, the WrestleHorror podcast. Here we are live, Squared Circle Expo 2. Couldn't do this without my partner, Donnie Hoover. Donnie, what's going on?
Oh, what's happening, man? I'm excited. We're all set up. We're ready to go. I'm about to ready to meet some people and have some fun.
And joining us on this intro for WrestleHorror, in a rare appearance on WrestleHorror, Superman Onyx. Onyx, how's it going, man?
Yeah, it's good, bro. How you doing today,
man?
Great,
doing great.
I can't wait to mingle with the people, have some fun. It's going to be a fun weekend.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Definitely it's going to be fun. We're going to be talking to a lot of superstars, vendors. We're going to do as much coverage as we can here for Squared Circle Expo. And this year, as promised, it will be in video, not just audio.
Oh, yeah. Video this time.
Video. So if it happened, you're going to see it this time. So make sure you follow us on all social media and keep staying tuned. We got plenty of content following this intro. We'll catch you soon.
See you guys.
See you guys.
I just can't sell. I have Red. He's actually one that getting ready.
Greetings, viewers and listeners. Meathook Jim here. The Squared Circle Expo is in full swing here on Friday night. Donnie and I are roaming across the floor, and we run across a second-generation wrestler. You may not recognize her, but those of you that are fans of Terry Bam Bam Gordy, this is Miranda Gordy. Miranda, welcome to WrestleHorror.
Thanks for having me.
So, Terry Bam Bam Gordy, I watched him all through Florida and in Georgia and things like that. Is he your main inspiration for getting into wrestling?
Oh, absolutely. If he didn't do it, I wouldn't be doing it.
All right. And I'm going to assume that he trained you.
He did not. He passed when I was quite young.
Okay.
My trainers are Tom Howard. She's known as Zoe Starks in NXT, and Amber Moon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Good trainer.
Yeah, some great trainers.
So how long have you been wrestling now?
3 years.
3 years.
Yep.
Any notable promotions?
NWA,
Absolutely.
AEW.
There you go.
Yeah, I've had a tryout at WWE, so hopefully y'all will see me. MLW is a big one. I've even made it to Japan. That's where I got the shirt.
All right. Love the shirt, by the way.
Yeah.
Goal for everybody. Japan.
Yeah.
So, with so much going on, is there any one moment that stands out to you in your career so far that really made you go, wow?
Probably my trip to Japan. That's because my dad was such a big deal over there. Like, it was just, it's a different culture, so it's an eye-opening experience, but just having, like, the heartfelt moments with all the fans over there, because he was such they loved him, and they loved me because I'm a part of him, so I enjoyed that the most.
But you're also earning your own way.
I'm trying, yes.
and with all these promotions you've already been a part of, your future's just going to get brighter and brighter as it goes along. So let me ask you this. Since we are called WrestleHorror, do you like horror movies?
I do.
What's your favorite horror movie?
Oh, my favorite. You know what? I really like the old school, The Omen.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that one. It was kind of different. Like, maybe just where I was, like, as a kid seeing it, I'm like, oh, this is really scary. I had a Rottweiler, too. So I'm like, you need to go to the vet. Like, we need to check you.
Make sure you're okay.
Yeah, make sure you're not possessed. So it really got to me. So that one sticks out to me.
Okay, and did that horror movie scare you?
It was kind of scary, yeah. So.
Okay. Any horror movie you see that just really, I don't want to watch this, it's too scary?
No, I haven't. I've seen some like gross ones that were just like the human centipede, like 4. I'm like, this is enough. Yeah. But nothing that was like, wow, I'm too scared.
So I'm gonna hit you with one. Actually, Donnie's gonna hit you with one more question. It's whenever we get a guest on the show, we like to ask them this question. It's horror.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let Donnie take it away.
All right. Yep. It's just a question we ask everybody. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just for fun. We like to get inside the minds of our guests and see if they're as twisted as we are.
Okay.
So the question is, you are the main serial killer in your own horror film.
Okay.
What is your go-to kill?
Like, I'm just like killing people?
Yeah, what's your finish?
My finisher? Oh,
like
man.
Jason's got the machete, Freddy's got the claws. It doesn't even have to be a weapon. Just what would your finisher be?
Oh, well, if I'm that far off the deep end, I don't know. Like, just slicing heads off, I guess.
Slicing heads off? Slicing heads off? Pamela Voorhees
Yeah,
style.
there we go, yeah.
All right, slicing heads off. That's
Yep.
good.
Now, would you keep them in a collection, or would you just let them roll away?
Oh, well, obviously, if I've killed them, I don't care enough about them. So I just, right in the trash. Like, that's where you belong. Yeah, just kick them, kick their heads. Okay.
Well, Miranda, thanks for taking a few minutes to talk to us here at
Thanks for
WrestleHorror.
having me. I'm going to question myself later.
She's going to be like, man, well, how would that really be?
Right.
Well, if you change your mind, we're right over there for the rest of
You
the
know, if I come up with something else, I'm like, no, wait, I could do this better as a serial killer. I'll let y'all know.
All right. Well, for Donnie Hoover, myself, and Miranda Gordy, this is WrestleHorror. Keep staying tuned.
See you guys.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. I heard y'all out here. Let's go out here and see this side of the crowd. This is the WrestleHorror podcast.
Yeah.
I did my boogie.
Everybody's excited, I think. Look at the line. Holy crap.
Microphone on? All right. Greetings, viewers and listeners. Meathook Jim here, the WrestleHorror podcast. With me, as always, Donnie Hoover, and we just walked up and started talking to Sarah Logan, from former WWE superstar, with a junior Logan on her side.
Cash boy!
Sarah, so what? I know you had a great career in WWE. So what are you doing now? Are you doing any wrestling, or is you just taking care of things with the family?
I actually did my first ever wrestling appearance where I'm actually wrestling for Control Your Narrative in Cleveland and in Detroit on May 13th.
Okay.
But I run a farm and I'm a mom, so it takes a lot for me to leave that farm.
Right.
So yes, I'm wrestling once in a month. It's the first time I've wrestled because I've left WWE.
That's not the schedule you were used to, was it?
No, not at all, yeah.
Well, he looks like he's a handful.
Oh, he's 30 pounds of just chunky dude.
So, tell us about your experiences with the WWE. Was there really a standout moment for you that you still remember from working there?
Yeah, Evolution with the Riot Squad was awesome. The first all-female pay-per-view, we got to have like a standout match there. My WrestleMania moment where I supposedly won the Royal and then she freaking threw me over. But it was really cool to kind of be standing alone in a ring full of 80,000, people. So that was awesome. Yeah, it was crazy.
Easy to stop and take a moment like that.
Yeah, right. I was like,
So you're going to be wrestling for Control Your Narrative. Who's your opponent?
No idea.
No idea.
No idea. I just show up and fight. That's what I do.
Go up and throw.
Yeah, 100%.
So, being that the theme of our show is wrestling and horror, are you a fan of horror films?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I grew up watching horror movies. My mama was a big fan.
All right, excellent. So, Donnie, questions?
Yeah, for sure. Well, first off, who's your favorite horror character?
I guess if I had to, there's it's by Andy Kaufman called Mother's Day. I really like the characters in there. My favorite cliche horror character is Jason. I really love Friday the 13th.
All right. My girl.
Yeah.
I'm a big Jason fan.
He's a huge Jason.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been to Camp Crystal Lake and everything.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, our question is we do it for fun. It's kind of put you on the spot, but there's no right or wrong answer.
Okay.
We do it, like I said, we do it to get in the minds of our guests to see if they're as twisted as we are. And that question is, you are the main serial killer in your own horror film. What is your go-to kill?
I have a lot of farm animals, probably like Hannibal Lecter, pig style.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Probably the one.
Haven't heard that one yet.
Never a
Keep
going
on your toes.
Well, we won't keep you. We want to thank you for taking a few minutes
Of
to talk
course,
to us.
happy to do it.
For Donnie Hoover, myself, Meathook Jim, and Sarah Logan, and Hello, Logan. We're WrestleHorror. Look, stay tuned. Thank you so much.
Well, this is a family-friendly affair.
Sorry, ma'am.
Be nice. My goodness, look at this long. Everybody say hi. Hi to the camera. Everybody loves the camera. The camera loves everybody. Hi, how are you? Say hi.
Hi.
Look at all the belts. Got a lot of champions in line here. Don't smile, it'll hurt your face. At least you got chairs. This is good. You got a chair too. That's awesome.
Yeah. I got coffee.
You got coffee. That's more important, I think. Yes, absolutely. Wow. Look at this crowd. Wow. Look at this. Oh, hey, baby.
Greetings, viewers and listeners. Meathook Jim here, this Squared Circle Expo. And the man standing next to me, the slacker, John Orlando.
First of all, I will actually accept that nickname. I usually gripe about it, but I'll accept it this time around.
Oh,
because it's better than some of the other names you're going to call me, I'm sure, here in a few minutes. So we'll go with Slacker.
No, Slacker's good. Also, the only time we can get him on a podcast now is we got a big time and make him feel like he's special.
right. He asked for a superstar badge, but only got the vendor badge.
Right.
Hey, yeah.
It's you know, I'm sorry I don't have connections like some of you guys do. You know?
Yeah, but we want to get on here and talk with Justin here from Ohio Wrestling Alliance, and he's got another show coming up we want to talk about a little bit. So, Justin, what kind of show you got coming? Who you got coming up here?
Next weekend, April 23rd, it's actually my 41st birthday. We're running Back to Basics. It's a show taking place at the Franklin County Fairgrounds. You guys should come check it out. It's a great time. You can find out everything on Eventbrite. Really excited. We're having the Independent World Wrestling Champion, Heavyweight Champion, on our show, defending the title against my champ and another Columbus promotion, Unsanctioned Pros Champion. Winner takes all. So who knows what happens?
Yeah, it should be a very interesting matchup with Trey Lamar, Cole Radrick, and of course AC Mack, the Independent World Champion. Should be an interesting one. I'm looking forward to calling that action.
Me too.
Sure. Looking forward to it. So you guys come out and check it out.
How's the expo been for you guys?
Oh, it's been going good. Good. Meeting a lot of cool people, getting a lot of traction. So that's all we can ask for. It's taking a little while to get our food, that's for sure. But other than that, I ain't gonna complain. I got enough to last.
I was gonna say you can blame it on supply chain demand,
right?
I mean,
they said that we had to do John Orlando's meal, his order first before I could get mine.
of course, that's what happens when you're a super. Oh wait, no, I'm just a vendor. Never mind.
A vendor star.
Not a vendor star.
Is that a gimmick?
It's going to be now. The vendor star, John Orlando.
Okay, I'll take that one too. I'll take that nickname as well.
Get him a pair of trunks and put him in the ring.
No, I'm done. No. We cut it off there.
I'd like to take it for that.
Oh, shut up.
So,
Yeah, just to throw a little horror into it. Are you into horror films or anything?
Actually, I am. I grew up as a horror kid fan. I gotta tell you, I like the worse the horror film is, the better I like it.
I got one you can watch.
I gotta hear it. All of them.
Oh, we'll tell you off air. We'll tell you off air.
So.
I'll send you the link.
Oh, you have
God.
the link?
I got it now.
Oh, I thought it was lost for.
It can't be worse than The Forbidden Zone.
oh yes, it can.
Oh,
yes, it can.
Jim
Worst
knows
movie ever made.
I know firsthand because I was in it.
Oh. Now I have to watch this.
John, I guess I'm going to have to send you the link too.
I guess, yeah. I mean, is this a long film? Is it a 3-hour epic?
Oh gosh, no.
Okay,
It's
good.
barely an hour and 10 minutes.
Okay, all right.
My kind of movie.
There you go.
And even that was too long.
Well, so you want me to throw the question at him?
You throw the question out.
So we got this question we ask everybody on the spot. There's no right or wrong answer. We just do it for fun.
Don't run a wrestling company? I agree.
Yeah. Rule number 1, yeah. But we just like to get inside the minds of our guests to see how twisted they are, if they're as twisted as we are. So the question is, you are the main serial killer in your own horror film. What is your go-to kill?
I I mean, the answer has to be the classic blonde running across the field that makes no sense why it's there while I'm chasing her with a knife, right? Because if I want to do something, I want to do the iconic one that makes no goddamn sense for any reason whatsoever. So I guess that's the one I'd probably
Chase her for an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have the cardio to do that? I mean, I'm just,
How dare you?
I'll be back at your table now. I'm just
No, you want the screen time, right? That's the
there you
answer.
go.
You want the screen time.
Gotta get your shit in, as they say.
Exactly. So,
Well, with that being said, I'm Meathook Jim, the Slacker, Donnie Hoover, Justin, Ohio Wrestling Alliance.
Everything.
Check it out. We'll see you later.
thanks, guys.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi!
This is a WrestleHorror podcast, and we're just killing time, much like you guys are. And I think somebody behind me wants to get past, so I'll shoot the back of your head.
Oh,
That's the best
excuse
part,
me.
yeah? Say hi to WrestleHorror podcast. They don't know I'm doing this, so. I guess everybody.
Them guys getting their accomplishments.
All right, you ready? Greetings, viewers and listeners. Meathook Jim here, the WrestleHorror podcast. Friday night, Squared Circle Expo, Indianapolis, Indiana. Donnie Hoover and myself are walking around the booths, and we see JTG. JTG, what's going on, man?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Awesome.
Thanks for having me, by the way, on your podcast.
Well,
Appreciate it.
thank you for joining us. Donnie roped you into this, so I'm going to let Donnie start it off.
So let's talk a little bit about your background, just let them know.
A little bit about my background. Where do I start? Been a wrestling fan since the age of 2. Both my wrestling parents were wrestling fans, so it was only natural for me to be a wrestler. By the age of 19, I made my way to Ohio Valley Wrestling, OVW.
Nice.
And began my journey to becoming a WWE superstar. At the young age of 21, I was signed on the Raw roster, which makes me the youngest African American on the Raw roster at 21.
Right on.
Very cool.
And what else? Had a very successful tag team with my tag team partner Shad Gaspard, rest his soul. And now I'm solo. I'm on the indie scene, and you could know me as I'm known as Jay the God. Still JTG, but an evolution, Jay the God. That's a little quick.
Got to keep it legal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just telling you earlier, like the Hall of Fame moment on stage with Shad's family. Yeah, it was like emotional, man. It got me. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a bigger guy, but it got me. It was
I heard I was able to get garner a lot of tears that night. Yeah. I got one text, man, like, "Hey JTG, man, you got me crying in the club at midnight, man."
In front of all these
people.
Well, Shad definitely deserved all of it.
Yeah, he definitely deserved those roses, and I'm glad that the WWE showed that acknowledgement and gave him the love that he definitely deserved.
Yep, 100%.
So, where are you working on now in the indie scene? What region are you working
I am
in?
all over,
All
but
over?
mostly known, I am wrestling at NWA.
Okay.
I'm having a blast there with Dirty Dangle. We're known as the Dirty Sexy Boys.
All right.
So you can check out NWA on Fight. And I'm every weekend I'm at a different city, different town, just tearing it up and representing Crime Time and myself.
All right.
You into horror films or anything? Or?
A little bit. What's my favorite horror film? I have to say it's a throwback. I don't know why, but I really love 13 Ghosts. I don't know if you've ever seen 13 Ghosts.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Caught me off guard.
Oh, that's what we do here.
Right. So Donnie has a question for our guest.
Yeah, speaking of catching them off guard.
Right.
Oh man.
Throw it.
Yep, so it's a question we ask all of our guests. There's no right or wrong answer.
Okay.
It's just for fun. And we asked the question just to see if you guys are as twisted as we are.
Okay, I'm pretty twisted.
Yeah, so the question is, you are the main serial killer in your own horror film.
Yes.
What is your go-to kill?
My go-to kill is my go-to weapon.
What's your finisher? What was your finisher?
Ooh, I like to get a little creative. I like to make it nice, slow, and painful. So I would get like some, let me see, a glove that's like wrapped in barbed wire or something like that.
Nice.
And it's a nice little slow choke.
Choke with some
and
barbed
you
wire
see the
glove?
eyes, you see the blood dripping down the neck, and you see the grip getting tight and the veins coming out. Oh, it's perfect. Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
That's a good idea. Bring that out. He'll come out of NWA with a glove.
The barbed wire glove.
You heard it first here.
Well, we had Fable Jake at the Arnold with us, so use it on him if you do it.
So, thanks for taking a couple minutes to talk with us. We appreciate it. We hope to see you somewhere soon. NWA. Check it out on NWA. I got to watch that. And maybe we'll see you at New Ohio Wrestling sometime.
Oh, yeah, we'll see, man.
Yeah,
I'll pull up for sure.
For Donnie Hoover and myself, JTG, I'm Meathook Jim. We'll see you.
See you guys.
This line is incredible.
Did 2020 take its toll on your fitness? Well, body slam the pandemic and get back in shape with WrestleFit. This innovative program combines all the fitness regimens you'll need to reach your goals. The WrestleFit workout will bring strength training, cardio, and the world of professional wrestling together in a fun, new, and exciting way. Have yourself a blast working out with dumbbells, kettlebells, slam balls, ropes, tires, and an 18-foot full-size wrestling ring. The WrestleFit workout isn't just for pro wrestlers. The WrestleFit workout is for everybody. At the Now Training Center, you can pursue your fitness goals and learn how to train like a professional wrestler without all the bumps, bruises, and slams with the WrestleFit workout. Go to www.newohiowrestling.com/training for more information, or stop by the Now Training Center at 625 Eastgate Parkway, Blacklick, Ohio, 43004, Unit 6137.
Everybody say hi to the WrestleHorror podcast. Say hi. Yeah, there you go. Look at this line, it's crazy.
It was all on. I mean,
look at it go and go and go.
Everything went perfectly.
We're gonna put this on the WrestleHorror podcast. It just keeps going and going. Wow. It just keeps going. Wow. And it keeps going. Well, I'm going to go back this way and do this again. Now I get to shoot the backs of people's heads.
Me too.
I have no idea.
I'm just here.
Greetings, viewers and listeners. Meathook Jim here. Donnie Hoover, the daughter of 1,000 Maniacs, Shawna Reed, and a whole bunch of FGW people. We're here at Squared Circle Expo, and Shawna's happy with one thing, and what is that?
Boogeyman's not here.
No boogeyman this year.
No boogeyman this year.
We tried.
No.
It didn't happen.
I mean, they're close enough.
Uh-oh, here comes Drew Skills doing his boogeyman impression.
Yeah, thanks to him.
All right.
Yeah.
So, what's been going on since last time we talked?
You know, a lot of traveling, a lot of different opportunities coming up, so can't really give it out yet, but, you know, just keep your eyes peeled. Exciting things. Got to go back to Texas, retain my Rhodes Wrestling Academy Women's Championship. So that's always fun to get to, you know, go back and be with Dustin Rhodes and get a little bit more knowledge from him every time. So it's always fun. And so yeah, just traveling, wrestling, working, and living the dream.
Donnie?
Very cool. Yeah, I was saying this is the impromptu podcast. We just do what we want. So, Arie, come here for a minute. They got a big match coming up tonight, so we're going to bring her in.
Hi.
This is Arie Alexander. Come on, stand down here.
Oh, look at that.
And they're in a tag match against Hex tonight. So tell us about your upcoming match.
For the nobodies.
It's too bad it's not for the NWA Women's Tag Title.
Oh, it's not? Are they too scared not to put it up?
They don't want to put the titles on?
You didn't read the contract when you
I
signed
don't
it?
read contracts.
We don't read.
I have people that
I'm a
do that
visual
for me.
person.
All right.
And I have people that do that for me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got to get you my people.
You guys hook me up.
So,
But we're ready for tonight.
yeah, we're so ready. It'll be fun.
Okay. All right, that's great. Looking forward to it. We'll be rooting you on.
You better be. If I hear
You better be, too.
Yeah,
Oh,
if I hear you guys rooting for the other one, I'm coming out there. Oh gosh. Yeah, coming out. I don't have that. Okay, I don't got guns.
She's like, I don't know what that is right
I
now.
don't got them. I don't got them. Yeah, she'll be my champion right there. That's my champion.
So, good luck with the match tonight. You're going to win, I know it, because I slipped a 50 to the booker.
I was going to do that, but now I don't have to. Thank God.
We got to do something to win around here.
And Donnie threatened to run around in a Speedo.
Oh, yeah, they don't want that.
Oh, so we're definitely winning.
We're good.
That was more terrifying than Boogie.
Oh, we found a new boogeyman, I think.
So,
Well, with that being said, I'm Meathook Jim, Donnie Hoover, Shawna Reed, Arie Alexander, Matt Taylor, Cody Hawk, Drew Skills.
I'm gonna get you.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back.
See you guys.
I think they're letting people in now because the line's moving.
That's cool. And the table right next to it, so that was cool.
Nope, maybe not.
That is real cool.
No, the line's moving. Is the line moving? Ooh. Goodness.
Well, now it's
More vendors.
You got them.
Yeah.
Greetings, viewers and listeners. Meathook Jim here along with Donnie Hoover here at the Squared Circle Expo. It's Saturday afternoon. The floor is hopping, and we just came across the Squared Circle Expo champion, Jake Oman. Jake, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. I'm just glad to be here, dude. It's a great convention. They got something awesome going on here, so I'm pumped, ready to wrestle tonight.
Speaking of wrestling tonight, you're going up against always ready Matt Cardona.
Yep, sure am.
Is Matt going to add another belt to his collection?
You know, I don't plan on it. I think Matt's got his hands full with all the other stuff he's been doing. Whereas, I've been playing for this night for a while, training for this night for a while. Like, I'm not losing this belt. I'm not losing it in my city.
There you go. Yep. Speaking of in your city, is this where you originally trained from? A little bit of your background.
I was born and raised in Indianapolis, and I love living in Indy. But I trained in Cincinnati for a little bit. I trained in Dayton for a little bit. So, and then now I've trained and traveled in 20 countries all over the world. So I lived in Japan for a while too. But Indy is home. So I'm here to represent. I know I'm probably going to be exposed to a lot of a new audience tonight. So definitely here to represent.
There you go. Yeah, gotta get the word out.
Definitely. So. We talked about a little bit before we went on air here, and you're not a big horror fan, and it's okay. But you did say you had a penchant for a certain type of genre.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Korean horror films, which based a lot on suspense, a lot on revenge. So that's kind of the thing I'm into. So the Korean version of the movie Old Boy was one of my favorites. Then I Saw the Devil was another one that was really awesome. Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance. Those are the kind that I'm into. Usually somebody gets wronged, and then they're trying to go ahead and get that vengeance and make it right. So that type of horror is a little bit different than just some of the normal stuff people go see in the theaters here, right? A lot more psychological.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that. Psychological horror really plays on your mind more, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Sometimes. So, definitely. So, again, tonight, what are you going to do to keep your belt?
Whatever it takes. Simple enough. This is my belt. This is my city. Like I said, I'm not dropping it. So if Matt Cardona is really not always ready, then he's in for a rude awakening.
So I'm going to go ahead and let Donnie ask you the question real quick here. And what is that question?
All right, yep. We ask this question to everybody we talk to. There's no right or wrong answer. Something we do for fun, just to get in the minds of our guests, see if they're as twisted as we are.
Yeah.
So the question is, you are the main serial killer in your own horror film. What is your go-to kill?
Ooh, my go-to kill, like a weapon?
Yeah, what's your finish?
Ooh.
How would you do them in?
In the ring, I do everyone with a Shining Wizard. Big knee strike to the head. So why not a big knee strike? I don't even need a tool. That's what I'll use.
There you go.
Big knee strike. We've never had a duplicate answer in over 100.
I would love to hear what some of these other answers are, especially the best ones, the unique ones.
We've had quite a few. I'd say still my favorite, the one. Who was it again? I don't even remember who said it. The one from the building, top of the building. It was Mojo McQueen.
Yeah.
Said that he would throw the person off the top of the building, and then he would run down the stairs, get in a bus, and then run them over before they hit the ground.
All right, man, that's some creativity there.
That's some speed.
If he can make that happen, power to him. Yeah, they should let him off the hook.
Right.
This is very impressive.
But yeah, that was my favorite one. It cracked me up.
Nice.
But we've had some pretty twisted ones.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I mean, the minds of wrestlers are twisted enough, so I can only imagine you've had some good ones.
Well, that's why why we try to combine wrestling and horror together. A lot of wrestlers like horror. You see wrestlers at horror conventions, so why not put it together?
It's very natural. Yep.
So with that being said, for Donnie Hoover, myself, Meathook Jim, Matt Cardona, you better be ready.
He's coming.
Because this man's going to retain. Thanks again, Jake Oman. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Are we texting on your ring?
Say hi to the Will Call girls. For WrestleHorror podcast. Everybody deserves attention.
Greetings, viewers and listeners. Meathook Jim here, the WrestleHorror podcast. Still here at Squared Circle Expo. You know, we've been talking to some superstars, but vendors need love too. And this particular vendor, AJ Moore, is an artist. And if you can see behind him, all these pictures, great pictures he's drawn of different talent in the wrestling business. Last year, I got a couple of Sting prints that you had done last year, and my wife got Rosemary. Yeah. So, AJ, tell us a little bit about what got you into art and wrestling.
Art, I've always loved to draw. So ever since I seen cartoons, started out with like Tom and Jerry, and I just wanted to draw cartoons. And one thing led to the other, and I was always watching wrestling. The first wrestling I remember seeing was WCCW with the Von Erichs.
Okay.
And Kamala was in there, and so I got hooked on wrestling. I met Kerry Von Erich when I was a little kid, and I've been hooked on wrestling ever since. So here I am. Now I draw wrestling, so art and wrestling together kind of just made sense.
There you go,
Okay.
mixing the two passions like we do with the WrestleHorror.
Absolutely. So as you can see here on the table here, there's lots of ways to find out more about his artwork and his talents and how you can get some of these great prints. I mean, all these, you know, a bunch of stars that are here this weekend, a lot of classic stars. He's got a little bit of everything here. And do you do commission work at all?
Yes, I do a lot of commission work.
A lot of commission work. Okay, so think about that. Check out his website, social media. What can I say about the prints? I love mine. So.
What kind of ink or paints or whatever that you use? What kind of style artist are you?
Well, I'm a traditional artist, just from jump. I mean, I do digital work, but all of these are traditional. So I use Copic and Prisma markers.
Okay.
And the Copic ones are nice because you can refill them.
Nice.
And a lot of markers have died in the making of these pieces. And I have a long playlist of music as well. But yeah, that's how I draw. And sometimes I stream on Twitch. So if you could go to Twitch under Artist AJ Moore, you can check me out. I stream sometimes on, let's see, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if not, you'll see the little recap videos. I put up time-lapse videos of all the art that I do. I have one up of Taker and Wyatt Family and a whole bunch of other stuff too. Jay Lethal.
Yeah, I'm a big Wyatt Family fan, obviously. Yeah, there was some great work there. So, are you into horror films or anything?
Oh yeah, big time.
What's your genre? What favorite genre do you have?
Let's see. Well, I think I'm going to take it with I'm going to start with my favorite horror film. I like The Shining.
Shining.
That was my favorite one. And then Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because I'm from Texas.
Right. I was going to ask.
Yeah. And I drove out to the gas station. I seen the gas station. That was creepy driving up to it. I didn't want to ask him for anything.
Just hoping you didn't break down or nothing.
Yeah, that's true. And I sure as hell didn't ask him for any meat. No brisket sandwiches, but that was nice. But yeah, I love horror films, whether it's slasher, whether it's psychological, like Saw, the Saw trilogies. Well, at least the first three.
Right.
But the others were interesting, but you know, it just depends.
Yeah, everybody's got different tastes.
Yeah. I also like the zombie stuff too. Train to Busan, and it's a new series. All of Us Are Dead. It's a Korean zombie film or zombie series. So that one's great.
Okay.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
So being that you like horror, we have a question to ask all of our guests. And this is usually Donnie's job. Donnie, ask the question.
Yep, it's a question we put you on the spot for, but it's no right or wrong answer. It's all for fun.
All right.
And we just like to get inside the minds of our guests to see if they're as twisted as we are. So the question is, you are the main serial killer in your own horror film. What is your go-to kill?
My go-to kill? the strongest person there is. That's who I want first.
Yeah.
Because then everything else is gravy, baby.
Right.
But how are you going to do it?
How would I take care of them? Well, now, if I told you that, then y'all might have to be first and second. No, I'm just kidding. Well, let's see. It just depends. I would probably, let's see. It depends on the type of crazy guy I am. If I had a hammer, I wouldn't taco. That's too nice. Hit the toe. And then just wait a while and enjoy it. Or if they're coming down the stairs or something, or if I sneak up behind him, because I like to garden and stuff. So I'll take a pruner and cut your Achilles heel.
There you
Just
go.
cut it. And you're like, oh my goodness, and then I just watch and wait. Wait for the others to find you. And then that's when I come in.
So you really thought this one out.
I mean, if it's horror, you can't make it easy. I mean, Leatherface was actually quite kind. Just popping a dude in the head and go down, watch him shake, and okay, that's it. He was quite nice by doing it quick. So
nice, very cool. Awesome.
We've been doing that question for over 100 episodes. Never the same answer twice in all those episodes.
Yep.
So that's what we love. We love to ask that question is because there are so many different answers.
yes, that's interesting. There was a horror film. I don't know if you've seen it. It's called Cornered, and John Gutenberg is in it. It came out in the mid 2000s, I reckon, and it's the killer in it. He finds out how a person would make a kill. Like, what would you do if this killer came after you? Well, I would do this, and that's the way the killer would kill each person by what they said.
That's actually pretty cool.
So I would be screwed right now. Like, I gotta watch my feet.
Right.
Around.
Or steel boots or something.
Yeah, something.
Make sure there are no pruners on.
Oh my goodness, no.
Well, with that being said, I'm Meathook Jim along with Donnie Hoover and artist AJ Moore. Great artwork. Make sure you check out all social media. Give them some love, and we'll see you soon.
See you guys.
Thanks.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
That's good. Appreciate it. Thank you for the questions. Wow, that was very on the spot. I like it. I like just coming off the top of my head.
You're doing a great job. You're not crazy yet. You still have hair. So thank you for your volunteering. You guys are awesome. WrestleHorror Podcast loves you. Oh, wait a minute. Why is everybody turning around? This is not right.
Any good? Well, we can't get
Excuse me, I'm going to cut through here. Hotel staff. The WrestleHorror Podcast loves you. Thank you for your service. You guys are still have your hair, so I assume things are going well. You still have it, and you're smiling. I told you, Wusa, right?
Wusa is the word. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna wusa for about 10
There you
minutes.
go. There you go. All right. And now we're going to the show floor.
Come on in. Just need to see. You have wristbands, badges.
Thank you for your volunteering.
Where do I take
Wrestle Show.
We'll call right now.
The WrestleHorror Podcast loves you.
Oh, well, we love the WrestleHorror Podcast.
There you go. I make sure the volunteers are thanked.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you. And here is the show floor.
You guys got any Lita?
How you doing today, man? Yeah, not too bad. The whole show. Yeah. It's just so loud.
Greetings, viewers and listeners. Meathook Jim here, the Squared Circle Podcast. Here we are at a very unique booth. This gentleman does comic book covers. How cool is this? Well, they're all wrestlers. So I'm going to let you introduce yourself to our fans.
Hey guys, my name's Arie Alexander. I'm a comic book illustrator, and I've been doing wrestling-themed comic book covers for about 2 decades. So it's like
2 decades.
Yeah, better part of 2 decades at least.
I mean, it's just amazing that, growing up, I was a big comic book fan. I collected my comics, and I see these with wrestling legends. What really gave you the idea to go that way?
I have always thought of wrestling like live-action comic books. You got the good guys, the bad guys, heels, baby faces, the storylines. I mean, it's all there. So I just put the 2 together once, and fans couldn't get enough of it. So that's what the But I try to make sure that the comic cover, if I'm doing the original cover, that it fits the people, the talent that I'm putting into it. It fits the storyline. Some people, because I've got a lot of people out there who ape my gimmick now, and they just do whatever. I make sure the detail's right, I make sure that the faces are accurate, so I'm a stickler of that kind of thing.
Right on. And it's a who's who here of wrestling stars, from old to new and everything in between.
It's pretty much a history of professional wrestling. I like to put together a coffee table book at some point and put a whole bunch of them together in chronology-wise, and then have maybe one of my writer buddies do some write-ups about the matches or the book the original comic is based off. That kind of thing.
So being that you are a wrestling fan, what really got you interested in pro wrestling?
It's one of the ways I bonded with my father. We'd go rent the old VHSs of WrestleMania or Survivor Series or whatever. I lived out in the sticks in Missouri, so we didn't have cable TV, so whatever came to video, that's what we ended up watching. And just involved the imagination.
How about horror? Are you a fan of horror at all?
I like a lot of the old school horrors. I cannot stand jump scare crap.
Okay.
Or the shock stuff, where it's just like gore for the sake of gore. But like a good psychological horror that makes you like maybe leave a light on at night or something. That's what I love. I'll get into that stuff all day long.
Have you done any art with comic books with the horror theme?
I haven't yet. I've seen some other people do that, and that kind of like, well, maybe I'll try it with wrestlers. But, I've done some other stuff with horror things, like I have a painting style, so old movie poster style.
So, Donnie, question.
Yeah, like I said, we asked every guest we have on a question. It's all for fun. There's no right or wrong answer. We just like to get inside the mind of our guests to see if they're twisted as we are. So the question is, you are the main serial killer in your own horror.
Oh no!
What is your go-to kill?
My go-to kill? Alright, let's see. I don't know, I'm not a very hands-on person, so I think I'd be more of like a trap setter. So maybe get somebody to walk through the doorway and make loose or something. Hangman Page.
Hangman Page style.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. We've been asking this question for over 100 episodes now, and we've never had a duplicate answer.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. So what's the deal with wrestling and horror together? What brought that about?
We just love both industries. I'm a wrestling promoter, and I do haunted house acting.
Nice. That's cool.
He's our ring announcer, but he's a professional haunted house actor and paranormal investigator.
So you just go scare the kids in the
Yeah, so we just kind of combine them both together. And
That's great. That's great.
Because wrestling and haunted houses and horror are kind of similar.
Wrestling is all about a gimmick. If you got a gimmick, you can tie it into wrestling.
Yep.
That's why I call it, this is my gimmick. This is my shtick. This is my K-Fab, you know? I put this up, my hair up to get into character. Try not to dress like a mark.
Yeah, there you go.
So, do you want to give out a couple social media addresses?
Absolutely. You guys can follow me on any of the social medias that matter at Dreaded Dinosaur. If you like comics, reading comics, the webtoon, I have a webtoon on there called Dreaded Dinosaur Man. You can also go to Mess Bucket Comics. We did the publisher of Roddy Piper, the Kilted Avenger. We're working on book 2, which is going to start with the British Bulldog, coming out later this year. It's a shared universe story. The kids love the shared universes now.
Oh yeah. Definitely. So, Eric, I mean, it's just been great. I love the artwork. I've been staring at it all week.
Yeah, you're right over there. It's hard to miss.
Thanks so much for joining Donnie and I on this interview at Squared Circle Expo. And speaking of the expo, how's it been today?
Oh, it's fantastic. This is one of the best wrestling shows in the country. It is the best one in the Midwest, and it's always a good time here. This is one of those rare unicorn shows where you can mix and mingle with the talent and just be people with each other. You know, it's not like they're up on a pedestal and you're waiting in line and you hope to get to talk to them like at the big cons. This is like an intimate show. It's perfect for families. I love the show.
Excellent. Glad to hear that. Once again, I'm Meathook, Jim, Donnie, Eric. Thanks so much. We'll see you guys soon.
Smash that like button.
So, Eric, I mean, it's just been great. I love the artwork.
Yeah, you're right over there. It's hard to miss.
Thanks so much for joining Donnie and I on this interview at Squared Circle Expo. And speaking of the expo, how's it been today?
Oh, it's fantastic. This is one of the best wrestling shows in the country. It is the best one in the Midwest, and it's always a good time here. This is one of those rare unicorn shows where you can mix and mingle with the talent and just be people with each other. You know, it's not like they're up on a pedestal and you're waiting in line and you hope to get to talk to them like at the big cons. This is like an intimate show. It's perfect for families. I love the show.
Excellent. Glad to hear that. Once again, I'm Meathook, Jim, Donnie, Eric. Thanks so much. We'll see you guys soon.
Smash that like button.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media outlets: Facebook.com/WrestleHorror, Instagram @WrestleHorror, Twitter @WrestleHorror, on YouTube at the WrestleHorror channel. And you can also find us on our website, www.WrestleHorror.com.